Everybody got a this, everybody got a that, blah, 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 blah.
Come on, bro, you want to race with them skag? That motherfucking V-Ride will blow you.
Come and get it, son. Bow, bow. I stay in the sticks with the pigs and the firearms. You might come up visit from the office on my pop's phone. You can come and get it, son.
What is up? What is up? I made a little video for y'all today, but I wanted to get and talk to y'all about one of my customers. I will call her Mrs. Freebie. Do y'all have a Mrs. Freebie? You don't like that John Deere hat, do you? Ain't that? I love his hat. I got this for free, mailed to me from John Deere when I bought that dadgum John Deere ride tractor that I started my business with back in 2005 or something. I don't know. It was a long time. So that's better. Husqvarna. Anyway, we'll call her Mrs. Freebie. Mrs. Freebie got on my nerves the other day. I like Mrs. Freebie, but Mrs. Freebie always wants freebies. I should make a nursery rhyme out of this. And I'm tired of it. I'm really aggravated with it. Personally, I think the world of this woman. Mrs. Freebie's, she's not the nicest person in the world. She's very rigid and rough, but she's up there in age, so she earns her grouchiness. You know what I mean? Because I have high respect for anybody elderly or older than me, you know. So Mrs. Freebie didn't like what I did. I worked so hard and I'm by myself, and I've got more clients this year than I had last year. And I'm working all of them by myself. Both states, I'm just work. And I'm really getting sick of this stuff like that. Like when I had Roy with me or anybody that worked for me, Mrs. Freebie wasn't a big deal. And I did lots of stuff. She would say, one time she said, "I'll pay you extra." I said, "Okay." And I looked at my check. She didn't pay me no extra. That's my fault. My services are valuable, and I go above and beyond it, but at the same time, I'm a business. You gotta take your personal feelings out. But anyway, I still give Mrs. Freebie some freebies. Little tiny things like blow the leaves up under a tree. You know, just makes the lawn look better. But she won't pay to cut the tree down or nothing. Man, I hate the freaking interstate. It's more on, anyway. So I got to the end and it was the first cut of the year, and it was real thick. Man, I worked hard cutting this down, you know. You don't get no paid for her waiting to get her lawn cut. You don't get no extra, so I'm weed-eated a mess out of this thick stuff in this little creek bank. I worked hard cutting that down, and I was hot, and I'd done like 15 or something. Even that big 3-acre one. I mean, I done died. And here she is. She said, "What are you gonna do with that?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "That down there on the corner. What are you gonna do?" She didn't ask me, "Hey, do you care? I know I see you sweating to death, and I see you ain't," because I do a bunch right in that same area. So she seen me mowing there for quite a while because I got a bunch of customers right there. So Mrs. Freebie seen me killing myself. You gonna leave that? Man, I said, yeah. I said, I worked very hard. Here's what I told her. I said, I worked very hard to do that, cut all that down for you for free. And she said, "Oh, but she just kept on. No, you can't leave that. You can't leave that." I said, "Well, what?" I said, "I'll use my blower and I'll spread it out." No. It needs raked up and hauled off. I said, "You know I don't do that." I said, "This is lawn care. I'm not doing your landscaping for you." She's always wanting me to rake something up and haul debris off too. Limbs there. I mean, it's a content. Every now and then would have been fine, but this, I've been doing her for years, and it's always something a little extra because she can't get nobody to come out and work for her, and I know why. Her family told me not to do it. They's like, "Don't you trim them bushes for her?" I was like, "What do you mean? Why wouldn't I trim the bushes for her?" She said, "No." Her own family said she said, hold on, I get an exit up here. So I'm just safely over here. Anyway, she said, no, don't do it. She said, she's so picky, she'll stand out there and net you to death. And I said, no, never mind. I said, so I told her, I said, no, honey, I can't make it. I heeded the warning, and this was years ago, and I heeded the warning, and I'm so glad I did, because no matter what you do for Mrs. Freebie forgets the next time you're there and adds you something else for free. Oh, I'll pay you. That's what she says. Oh, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you, honey. I'll pay you. And what? Freaking unicorn farts? I mean, where's the money? Show me that money. You don't, who gets free? Do you call an HVAC place and they fix your heat pump and give you a free heater while they're there or something? Fix something else? No, no. Just because anybody can do lawn care, hypothetically, they can't do it and get paid to do it, but anybody can cut grass and stuff. I didn't say they could do it good, but you know what I mean. So they put us on this low end of the spectrum of life. Like, oh, well, if it's so friggin' easy, go do it, Mrs. Freebie. And yeah, she's kind of not able to, I get it. But the reason nobody will do, nobody even mow for her. She said, yeah, when I was standing there, she's talking about them weeds. I told her, I said, well, why don't you get that boy that's soliciting your yard to come over here and sweep that up, rake that up for you? Well, I don't know. I said, because I ain't doing it. That's what I told her. Let me tell you what I ended up doing, though. God, this place is a mess. They're getting close to this thing being open. I mean, this is a mess. It's one of them that, well, he's nice, crosses over. Like, see, that lane is on that side of the road, and this lane is on this side of the road. There's a, I mean, it's just the craziest thing ever. I work over here, too. See the big skags back there going to work? I have worked all freaking since early this morning. But anyway, Mrs. Freebie always wants a freebie. God, this is so confusing. I never know where everybody's going. Mrs. Freebie wants a freebie. Rake it up. And I told her, she said, well, I might get him, because then I dropped the bomb on her. I said, listen, I said, I've already had to drop some customers, which I had and have. God, if you're going to, you ain't supposed to U-turn right there, and people just think they can do whatever. Anyway, I gotta control myself. Anyway, she said, well, I might call him to get him, but he don't have no lawn equipment. He needs to use lawn equipment before he can mow my yard. And I just, it's like I almost got rid of her. And personally, I like her. Professionally, I do not like her, because she does not value my time. Because she can't get nobody to show up, so she knows I show up perfectly. So when I show up, she's always got a freebie waiting on me. Now, I don't do them. Like I said, I'm making her mad not doing these things. I used to do them. I was like, I can't. I don't have the freaking time. Do you want to hire me another employee and you pay for them? No. Do you want to pay extra? You say you do, but you don't. So you just want me to work for free. I bet you she never worked for free, her husband. I mean, people don't think about that. I bet they never go to job, or she's retired now, but I bet she never went to work and said, oh, boss, don't worry about paying me. I'm just coming here to work for free. I just go clock in and work. That's what they're doing to you guys. If you guys has got Mr. or Mrs. Freebie, exit. Now, if they are disabled or have a sickness or something like that, a few freebies, I'll do that every time. I do freebies like if they have a death in the family. I've done that before. I don't apologize. I don't care if y'all like it. Anything that's serious, I go out of my way to help people, but I will not work for free, though, on normal circumstances. I just ain't doing it. Why would I? I could starve to death at home. That's what my business mentor always told me. Well, you can starve at home. And I have since taught everybody I know that, and it makes so much sense. Think about that. You can starve at home. So why would you starve while you're working? So if you're doing all this free crap and say your prices are too low, blah, 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 and you're barely making it, why don't you just go home and sit and starve there instead of starving at work? You think about it. What he told me was brilliant, and I love that saying so much. But instead, what you need to do is what I try to do, and I try to turn that grass into gold. Yes, that's my phrase. Don't be using cash. I mean, grass into gold. My little catchphrase. I'm turning this grass into gold. Does it mean I'm turning it into gold bars? You know what I mean. It's how I pay my bills. It ain't. I love my own little statements that I say to myself. While I'm on that skag and it's shooting out them, you know, processing that debris, the cut grass, all I see is little gold flakes, because that's what it is. It's how I pay anything. If you work on hardwood floors for a living, while you're sanding them down to refinish them, that's money, and that dust is money. Sawdust, anything. That's money, 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 money. If you're a doctor, you know, and you're cutting somebody and doing surgery, every stitch, cha-ching, cha-ching, you know. So grass into gold. Anyway, what do y'all think about Mrs. Freebie? What y'all got a Mrs. Freebie? Because she did get upset to me. I'm trying to end this video real quick. Nobody likes these driving and talking videos, but I had a few seconds and I want to do before I get to this next yard. I'll let y'all know later if Mrs. Freebie finds her another person, because I told her to look. I am not mean to this woman. I like this woman. But I am not going to be held hostage by Mrs. Freebie. Because, oh yeah, let me tell you what I did before I let you go. Here's what I did to make her happy. I got on the skag walk behind. I had to unhook the straps, lowered the gate. When I left, I told her I wasn't doing nothing. I told her that. And then all of a sudden, when I told her I wasn't coming back, or I said, I've had to cancel customers already in this area because I can't do them. Oh, well, you gonna stay here? And you see, she was scared I was gonna leave. And I was like, well, I'll be here every week, same time like I always do. So I went and I felt bad, because technically I cut that grass down. I mean, you could argue that. But again, it was overgrown, and that ain't my fault, and I'm tired of working for free. Y'all don't get what I'm saying. Her yard is cheap, and I could go on for hours, but you know, you get it, you get it. So I took the stander, I run over the debris. It wasn't even that bad, let's be honest. I don't want to, you don't make it think that it's a big to-do. It wasn't even that bad, and she's just making a big deal out of nothing. She's just picky, which is fine. I went over and run it up. The skag destroyed it like minced meat. I love that 38.5 horsepower. And then I spread it with my blower like I was never there. And then I left. I didn't say I did it. If she notices it, she knows. She don't, she don't. I don't give a crap. I'm done. No more blowing the leaves under the trees. I'm not doing that no more. I am not the tree guy. She won't get the tree down. I've given her prices, even low prices. Oh no, she's just, you know, one of those people that won't. Says every dollar is too much. If I told her I'd cut that tree down for $100, I guarantee she'd say, can you do it for 50? That's the type of person we're talking about. So everybody's in their brothers bid that tree, and she don't like it, and it got them big old freaking leaves all year long. Can you blow them up under there? Don't just leave them. Don't run over them. I want to say, that is not my job, cleaning up leaves all year long. I'm sorry. Y'all can get mad and say I'm not doing. I'm putting a finito. Ask if Roy was still with me. He's the one I made do it. He don't like it either. Because you're not, you know, he's doing what he's paid to do is whatever, you know, I ask of him. But he gets it because he does lawn care still on the side, and he's like, I ain't cleaning up. What are you doing? This ain't a leaf job. Because she don't want to pay nothing for it. She wants it for free. Anyway, but that's Mrs. Freebie. Let me know what y'all think.